Well, hello everyone. This is Bishop Chris Johnson, Senior Pastor of Zion Christian Ministries, here again on Zion Bible University's YouTube channel. And I'm sharing tips, secrets, ideas, strategies about how to plant a church. 17 years ago, I started and planted a church right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee called Zion Christian Ministries. And we are still thriving, still growing, still functioning in our city. And I couldn't be more excited. And so I've been sharing some of these experiences and mistakes about our ministry and how we have navigated those spaces. Today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about ministry strategy and why I feel like it's important for every ministry to have a strategy. And if you're listening to this video, not only for a church plant, but for those ministries who have been in existence a while and you've plateaued or you're starting to experience a decline, what might be in line for you is a relaunch, a revitalization of your ministry strategy. So I want to talk about why I feel like a ministry strategy is important. Number one, when we talk about ministry strategy, for example, we're talking about your how-tos. Here's how you do ministry. Here's how you approach ministry. So number one, what a good ministry strategy does is it helps establish your church's identity. You can't begin to search for people to join your church until you know who you are. So when you have a ministry strategy, you're clear on your church's identity. I think this is vitally important because one of the mistakes we see many churches fall into is they're trying to be other churches. One of the dangers in doing that as a church plant of Googling, how to have church or Googling or looking at YouTube videos of the mega church in your city or your favorite mega pastor is that you don't have that resource. You are not that pastor. You're not in that city, and things are not going to flow the same way. So I think it's important as means of discovery for you to know what your resources are, to know who you have in your ministry, and to know you, the pastor, know what your skill sets are so that you can have a clean identity for your ministry. When you get a good ministry strategy, that's what it helps you do. Number two, a good ministry strategy gives you clarity on your assignment. Every church has a particular assignment in every community. You see, for me, we do certain things well. We do. We do certain things well. Other churches in our city do other things well. So we've learned to partner with other ministries in the things that we don't do so well. And it's okay to admit that. We're all on the same team. The biggest mistake you can make is to try to do everything in your community and not be clear on what you do well in your city. So a good ministry strategy gives you pinpoint focus on your assignment in your community. Okay? Your city will miss this about your church if your church wasn't there. Fill in that blank. If our church wasn't here, our city would miss this. Okay? So think about those things. Ministry strategy, that's what it does. Thirdly, it simplifies your marketing / targets. Okay? Every church is not for everyone. When you develop your marketing plan and your marketing strategy, when you're doing promotional things, when you're sending items out, having a good strategy will help you know who to send those out to. If you're a young pastor, 18 to 25-year-old, and you have a whole bunch of 18 to 30-year-olds in your church, you're probably not going to target the senior citizen home down here when you're doing events. But if you're not clear on your strategy, you will have a marketing plan that doesn't suggest your target. So it's very important to have a strategy for your ministry. Okay. Finally, what a good ministry strategy does is it simplifies your leadership development. It's easy to train leaders around a strategy that we have in black and white. So I would recommend that you have a strategy for your ministry that gives your church an identity, that clarifies your assignment, and then it simplifies your targets. But then also, when you're training leaders, it's easy to train when I have a strategy in place. Okay. Those are just four quick reasons why you need a ministry strategy. And if you don't have one, I can help you find, discover, and deploy your ministry strategy. Just click on the link in the description of this video to download my free ebook on ministry strategy. It's called Rethink Church. All right. So if you need more information, if you're a church planter and you're trying to plant a new church, you need to go to Zion Bible University and take the church planters course. If you're here and you're watching this video and you're an older pastor, your church has been in existence for a long time, but it's starting to decline, you need a resuscitation. You may need to just relaunch, start over from where you are, start something fresh and new. Go take the church planters course or download this free ebook. I can't wait to see what God does in your ministry. All right. God bless. I'm Bishop Chris Johnson.